All right. Yeah. So, we're live tonight here in Kage Thoughts. Ito yung first episode ng season 2. And hindi ako, hindi ako naka-shades tonight dahil unang episode 'to ng season 2. Actually, I have hiniram ko lang 'tong shades na 'to sa wife ko. Meron akong meron akong eye infection actually. So, medyo swollen yung left eye ko and nagluluha-luha siya kaya meron akong like itong ano ko, pamunas ko, ayan. So, yeah, 'di ko alam kung ano nangyari pero na-infect siya since yesterday and that's part of the predicament I am in the past, basically 2 days 'no. And but yeah, ayan, may nagtanong, "Pinaiyak daw ba ako ni Tin?" Si Tin yung asawa ko. Yes, araw-araw niya akong pinapaiyak sa saya. So, okey, sige bago pa magkalabuan sa topic tonight. So, punta na ako dun sa mismong topic natin, okey. This is season 2 of Kage Thoughts. Raw lang ulit, walang script, walang kahit ano, but I'm setting a bit of direction by thinking of a theme and a title 'no. So, medyo nag-i-improve tayo diyan. Yung buong season 2 will touch on the theme of versus. Versus. The idea is meron tayong dalawang ends of the spectrum na laging titingnan per episode. Pero hindi ko pa napagpaplanuhan kung ano yung hanggang episode 10, episode 1 pa lang yung may title, okey. But I'll click my timer na right now. And so we have 20 minutes of raw thoughts from yours truly tonight. Yeah, yung topic natin tonight is, ang magka-versus, ang dalawang ends of the spectrum is structure versus spontaneity. Okey. So, structure, basically pagiging organized, pagkakaroon ng, pagkakasunod-sunod, chronology basically, and then spontaneity is mas parang chaotic, mas parang biglaan, okey? So, pabugso-bugso yung ano, yung damdamin at yung desisyon 'no? So, yun yung dalawang ends of the spectrum. So di ko alam kung ano, kung sa mga nanonood nito, ano ba kayo, mas ano ba yung mas nangingibabaw sa inyo, mas team structure ba kayo? So, if team structure kayo, hashtag team structure naman diyan, 'di ba? So, mas organized ka ba, mas gusto mo sunod-sunod yung mga bagay, name-measure mo, yung thoughts mo, yung mismong nangyayari sa paligid, 'di ba? Gusto mo meron siyang order 'no? And, kapag mas wala yung order, kumbaga magulo magulo for you 'no. So, maayos dapat yung mga bagay, planado, 'di ba? Kaya meron naman mga team spontaneity, okey. So, mga adaptable 'no, kahit anong sitwasyon, 'di ba? Tapos, mas hindi nagpaplano, mas kalad ka rin din sa mga lakad at mga ano, mga food trip, 'di ba? So, decision making very quick, okey? So 'yan, mas gano'n naman. Ako mas nagfa-fall ako under team spontaneity, okey. And well, bakit ito yung naisip kong unang topic dito sa versus, kasi madalas ano 'to, related underlying notion siya sa lahat ng mga, productivity related na ano, na questions for me ng mga coaches ko, even mga clients ko sa consulting. And sometimes we talk about discipline, habit formation, how to have, better planning ahead 'no, especially if you are an entrepreneur, a business owner, and lalo na kung ikaw yung inaasahan for ano, for setting a direction. Tapos pag-achieve ng mga milestones dun sa mismong business na ginagawa mo, sa venture na meron kayo, 'di ba? So lumalaki lalo yung responsibility na magkaroon ng strategy basically behind yung, pagkakasunod-sunod ng decisions, bakit ito yung dapat mauna versus this, ano yung mga dapat i-prioritize and all that. So, really, merong pros and cons yung both ends 'no, depende naman talaga yan sa context. However, before ko sila i-pit against each other, though mas alam natin kung paano yung usually nagkakatalo, eto yung naobserbahan ko talaga about itong two ends of the spectrum, na every person, every single human being 'no, they have a natural craving for both. Na kapag masyadong lumalabas yan usually kapag ano, kapag nasosobrahan na dun sa other side. Yung tipong kapag masyado na tayong structured, nagiging boring yung mga bagay. So, mas mararamdaman natin yung need o craving o desire natin na to switch things up, to be spontaneous, to try something new, okey? So, meron din namang mga pagkakataon na kapag nasobrahan naman sa pagiging spontaneous, nasobrahan naman sa alam mo yun, punta dito, punta diyan, gastos dito, gastos diyan, o kung ano pang mga, hindi planado na mga bagay, eventually it reaches a point where nagkakaroon naman ng craving na sana mas maayos ako kahit konti, 'di ba? Sana mas may onting structure in my life. Sana mas ma-organize ko moving forward yung ano, yung mga desisyon ko, 'no? So, nakakatuwa, kasi, may ano na, may mechanism akong nakikita. Di ko alam kung paano siya fully i-explain, pero, um, nakikita kahit meron tayong mas natural, nakikita rin natin yung need when tayo, dapat mag-dive into the other side. Kailan mas nagiging beneficial, kailan mas, nagiging satisfying na kahit merong something na natural sa'yo, yung kabilang side is kailangan mo. So, putting in some effort into that becomes more appealing during those times, during those moments. Um, so really, sa lahat ng question about productivity and all, madalas na-highlight nga lang diyan yung structure tsaka yung discipline. Very rigid, very, when we're approaching things in terms of productivity, alam naman natin productivity sobrang laking ano niyan, sobrang laking topic niyan, especially in the circles of entrepreneurship, freelancing, providing services 'no. So, uh Madalas ang nakikita ko, pinapaboran talaga ng lahat ng pag-uusap tungkol sa productivity is yung structure. Na kailangan merong specific na routine, merong specific na habits, okey. And, dahil dito kaya madaming sikat na na mga libro like Atomic Habits, 'di ba? Tapos 5 AM Club, ah, like The Power of Habit. Basically itong mga 'to, lahat yan nagta-touch on, having a specific routine. So mas structure based. 'Pag inoobserbahan ko, very mas little yung, resources that I have found na mas more naman on like an intuitive approach to, building a way of life na incorporated yung work that you do, 'no. So less structure really, pero nagagawa mo pa rin yung mga bagay na mahalaga and impactful, 'no. Though less yung resources na nakikita ko na gano'n, na mas intuitive yung approach. Um, pero yun, it's good to realize ano yung mas natural sa'yo first and foremost. Because before you pick any type of, thing to pursue, mahalaga na aware tayo ano yung starting point natin. Kasi kung ano yung mas natural sa'tin, yun yung mas madaling i-build on top of ng mga bagay na gusto nating simulan, especially if yung mga bagay na yun would be a bit difficult sa simula. Example, transitioning from corporate to, freelancing or building a business. Now, if naturally structured ka na, then I would suggest you start with structuring yung transition na yun. Pero if mas naturally, like mas spontaneous ka, I suggest you try things a bit more spontaneously as well. What you're trying to eliminate there, kapag mas natural sa yung ginagawa mong starting point, is yung friction or the sense na yung ginagawa mo is, ah, mas smooth lang siya sa simula. Therefore, mas malaki yung chances na ma-enjoy mo siya. Kaysa doblehin mo kaagad yung bigat nung isang bagay, habang mas lumalayo ka, oh gosh, I guess that will be my topic for tomorrow. Ang topic naman for tomorrow would be fun versus responsibility. So yun yung two ends of the spectrum for tomorrow. But the idea is, kapag yung isang bagay, mas tinatrato mo siya as responsibility, mas nale-lessen yung enjoyment doon. And mas natatrato mo as responsibility yung isang bagay kapag mas lumalayo ka dun sa natural sa'yo na way of doing that thing. So pwede kang mag-transition, example, from corpo to entrepreneurship and treat it more like a responsibility if ang mas gagawin mo is less of what's natural to you, eh. Pero puwede rin naman na maging fun siya kung mas yung way mo of doing it, at least at the starting point, sisimulan mo siya with what is more natural to you. So, I'll expound on that topic naman by tomorrow. But tonight, diving deeper into, structure and spontaneity, okey. Um So aside from dapat alam mo kung ano yung mas natural sa'yo kasi yun yung starting point mo with anything that really like kung gusto mong maging effective and efficient in what you do, start with what's more natural to you, okay? Now in terms of that's a self-dynamic, self-productivity na dynamic. In terms of working with other people or trying to create a combo of like activities with other people, it's good to know then if mas spontaneous yung mga tao na kasama mo o mas structured sila, eh. Because patterns, magkaiba yung way of communication ng mga tao na mas inclined to structure versus mga tao na mas inclined to spontaneity, okey? Of course sa sarili natin mas madalas mapapansin na natin yan. Pero kapag nakita mo yan sa ibang tao, you'll know how to communicate to them and how to actually create agreements with them so that you're holding them accountable in the same way na sila rin maho-hold ka accountable, 'no? So kapag mas structured, basically mahalaga yung timeline, mahalaga yung metrics, mahalaga yung outcomes, yung deliverables, okey? I'm not saying kapag spontaneous yung isang person hindi mahalaga yung mga bagay na yun, okey? But ang nakikita ko na pattern is spontaneity is more about, being in the moment, enjoying the process, looking at yung, emotional na aspect of, what's happening, okey? So it's more being in the moment, ano ba yung ibang terminologies like that? Madalas ako pagkakamalan ako as happy-go-lucky. Madalas ako napagkakamalan ako as basically, walang pakialam sa mundo. I'm not saying lahat ng spontaneous person ay ganito, but from experience ito yung mga usual na naging descriptors for me. Now, uh, how you communicate with people based on kung ano yung mas natural sa kanila, that really matters. So that proper expectations can be set, 'no? And then hindi ka kasi puwedeng lalo na kung opposite yung isang person sa'tin, hindi puwede na yung starting point natin is tayo, if meron tayong kailangan sa kanila. If the task at hand, the project at hand, the outcome na dapat mangyari is needs the work of two people, and there's a difference between yung dalawang tao na yun, um, then kailangan kung kung gusto natin mag-work yun, learning how to adjust from the perspective to see things from the perspective of that other person can actually help you create a better project or at least synergy in working together, okay? So itong iba pang mga spectrums that we'll touch on, like 10 episodes naman 'to, and there's actually a lot on my list. But kailangan ko pang mamili, di ko pa alam which ones talaga to touch. But tomorrow, that's gonna be fun versus responsibility. Yeah, itong mga spectrums na 'to, ilan lang 'to sa mga bagay na pinang-fi-filter ko sa mga tao na nakakausap ko, especially if there's a work opportunity present between the two of us. So kailangan alam ko yung sa'kin and at least matansya ko kung ano yung sa kanila or matanong ko sa kanila eventually, 'no, kung ano yung mas natural sa kanila. Eh, 'cause that can happen through like, confirmative na meron bang word na confirmative? Basically, a conversation to confirm kung ano yung mas natural sa kanila. Okay. Now, even if these spectrums are kumbaga maobserbahan mo kung ano yung mas natural sa isang tao, it will always come in percentages. It will always come in percentages. Um, I've yet to see a person na 100% structure lang, and I've yet to see a person na 100% spontaneous lang. It may be wala pa lang talaga ako nami-meet na tao na yun, though I've already met thousands of people in my life, probably along like 3,500 people in 33 years of existence. Ah, pero wala pa akong nakilala na person na 100% structure lang or 100% spontaneity. Maybe it's because of the first observation na eventually nagiging nagda-dive tayo onto the other side kapag nasosobrahan na tayo dun sa kahit in-embrace natin yung mas natural sa'tin. Okey, so yun, ayan just hear sabi mo may shades. Yeah bro, namumula tsaka namamaga yung isa kong mata, left eye ko. So, ganito muna tayo for the next few days, yan. Um, right. So percentages lahat ng tao, and it matters na alam natin yung percentages na yun. Because the thing is this, uh, example for me, I'm 80% spontaneous, I'm 20% structure. Um, though when I'm working with other people, nag-a-adjust ako. Depende kung nasaan sila and ano yung combo na nabi-build namin together, okey? Um, yung structure part of my life, most people actually from the outside, if they're not working with me, okay, if people are not working with me, I usually look like a systematic person to them, okay? And that can be super deceiving, because systems can be learned, systems can be set up. If you have enough time and you have enough resources, and you have enough, basically learning opportunities, outlets to test things out on, your systems can be built. Okay? So example for me, though karamihan sa mga pinagta-try ko before ay hindi naman talaga naging super successful, all of that adds up into the ability to build systems quicker nowadays. Okay, kahit galing 'yun from a failure, like prototype of sorts ng mga business, 'di ba? Nakakatulong 'yun sa akin kasi added ano na siya, added data na siya sa akin, eh, on the things na, mas mahalaga kapag magsisimula ka pa lang, mas mahalaga kapag nag-i-scale ka na, mas mahalaga kapag andun ka lang sa maintenance mode and you're trying to grow steadily and, like, slowly and steadily. So it depends, 'no? But, uh, the idea is learn yung structure ko. So, what I'm saying here is this, there's a layer to it na kailangan matatantya ko kung hanggang saan ko dapat i-build yung structure and hanggang saan ko puwedeng i-allow yung spontaneity. In different contexts na yun, okey? So we're talking about spectrum para matantya natin. So my work week usually looks like 2 days of work, and then puwede pa rin ako mag-work on other days. What I mean is 2 days of focus work in a week. And then I can still work on other days, but that's more a, non-structured work or, work that I choose to do instead of I am forced to do, okey. So yung structure part ko, yun yung mga kailangan talaga. But if I do that most of the days in the week, I would be, in many cases, drained. In many cases, mas hindi na nagfa-function yung utak ko. In many cases, kumbaga I can't go spontaneously on FB lives like this kasi kumbaga bagsak na ako, okey? But, if I honor kung ano yung mas natural for me na cycles, mas sustainable na cycles for me based on yung percentages of, me being structured versus me being spontaneous, I feel much more in control of the flow ng energy ko. I feel much more in control of the flow ng productivity ko. Alam ko kung kailan ko puwedeng itodo as opposed to nakatodo ako all the time. Alam ko kung kailan ako puwedeng mag-lie low, alam ko kung kailan ako puwedeng mas mag-hustle versus mas mag-rest, eh. Because I've been doing it for quite some time na ino-honor ko kung ano yung mas natural na cycle for me. Therefore, nate-test ko rin kung hanggang saan yung limits ko from time to time. And that's a good, like, data set to have. Um, so yeah, ang purpose nito, itong live na 'to, yung versus series na 'to for season 2 is first, for each, listener here to assess, ano yung mas natural sa'yo on both ends of the spectrum. Second is to try to gauge the percentages, 'no, na example, let's say 5 days in a week para mas madaling compute-in, 5 days in a week. So, I'm 80% spontaneous. Ibig sabihin 1 day in a week puwede akong maging structured, okey? And the rest can have a semblance of structure kasi hindi naman siya kailangan lumayo dun sa pinakagagawin ko, okey? Ah, linawin ko lang konti, okey? So, I used to have this, like, these are systems that I did before. So, I used to have a marketing agency, and then there's a lending business. And then which is kasama yun sa paluwagan and investment fund management. So, like, it's the same day thing. And then there's consulting, which is my freelance thing, and then there's also coaching. So yeah, life, hindi pa life systems at that time, but coaching. So the idea is meron lang akong dedicated days for each of these. Na Monday is really agency day, and then meron lang akong check-in sa Friday with the agency team. The rest of my days hindi na talaga for the agency, eh, except for meetings that are pre-scheduled in advance. Um, and yung mga meetings na yun, usually may biyahe to Makati and BGC and all that. But pre-ano na yun, pre-scheduled na yun. So, by dedicating a specific, structured time lang for the agency, which is the most ano na yun na yung pinaka-hectic sa lahat nung ano, klase ng stuff na hina-handle ko before. Basically, the week is managed. Like naka-focus lang ako Monday, puro agency lang talaga. And most of my work that's impactful, moving the needle for the agency business, I do it on Mondays, and that's it. And I tried before to do agency work for all the days of the week. It it's weird, but when I was hustling for the agency, continually planting seeds, continually networking, like nagse-seminar, namimigay ng calling card and all that. I would say at that time, mas paano ko explain 'yan? Hi Mas marami pa rin yung results as I was hustling in terms of income, in terms of network, okey? But the ratio of the effort versus the results, dun kasi nagkakatalo, okey? So yes, I was hustling and I was getting more income at that point. However, when I lessened yung actual pacing to what's more natural to me, yes, there's lesser income, so you leave some money off the table. But the ratio of the energy required to reach the same results is just like way more conducive for peace of mind, way more conducive for energy na pwede ko pang i-spend for living life instead of just it revolving around business. So the trade-off plus the ratio kapag tiningnan ko na siya, mas sulit pa rin yung latter, even if you're leaving some money off the table. Because I don't have to conform to something that's less natural of me, which takes the joy out of the actual business. So, na-enjoy ko yung entrepreneurship like as a game, pero kapag sumobra ako dun sa boundaries of what's natural for me and I tried to prolong that, mode for more than I should, kahit alam ko na naturally I'm a problem solver, I'm looking always for opportunities to, ano yung gaps na puwedeng i-fill, ano yung puwede kong, magawan ng paraan so that I can consult, I can do stuff, I can serve other business owners, which translates into the money, the transactional thing, that's just how it goes. Kahit natural sa'kin yun, 'pag pinilit ko yung sarili ko over the boundaries ng natural sa'kin and then na-prolong yung period na yun more than I should, yung something enjoyable for me, ang nagiging mode is I'm getting sick and tired of it. Which is nung una nawi-weirduhan ako, sobrang nawi-weirduhan ako kasi parang, "Bakit gano'n? Na-e-enjoy ko talaga 'to, alam ko na-e-enjoy ko 'to, eh." Tandang-tanda ko yung mga moments na I would get up excited, meet clients and stuff, nung mga panahon na yun naliligo pa ako araw-araw. Okey, so even from that expression alam niyo gaano ako ka-excited with the whole thing, 'di ba? But merong mga moments, merong mga seasons, merong mga days na, gosh, parang the life is sucked out of me. Na yung something I find so enjoyable just a week back, biglang, "Bakit ko nga ba ginagawa 'to? Bakit ano ba 'tong pinasok ko? Ano ba 'tong ginagawa?" Parang wala ka ng amor dun sa whole thing na yun all of a sudden. But that's one pattern I saw. I was overstepping the boundaries of what's natural for me, and yung systems na binubuo ko around my business, inside my business, and setting the expectations of how I'm working with other people, with clients, with partners na that's close to burnout. And that's basically the gist of it, I would say. That's a burnout dynamic. Okay. Um, but yeah, time is up for me. So I hope you got something out of this. Ano yung natural sa'yo? Are you more spontaneous or more structured? I hope you honor what's more natural to you. And if kailangan mo mang i-stretch yung boundaries moving forward, know kung hanggang saan and gaano katagal. Okay? So that's it for Kage Thoughts Season 2, Episode 1. Bukas ulit, takits tayo. Di ko pa alam kung anong oras. Well, I'll see you when I see you. Spontaneous.